Hey, what's happening, y'all? Just wanted to officially report that Washington did sign 2 more players. Not big names, but I just want to make sure, like I said, I want to report everything that happens. So I will update y'all on those guys and where they may fit on the team. Are they potential starters? Are they just bench players, special team guys? How big are their contracts? Like, did they eat up a lot of cap space? Things like that. And then after that, we got to get to the fun part. Kyle Fuller was released by the Bears, all-pro corner back in 2018, also made a Pro Bowl 2019, so it's not like he's far removed from greatness. Just had less great season last year because just the Bears defense overall just wasn't as great as it usually is. Their offense has a lot to do with that, with their defense being on the field all the time. Defenses get tired. Doesn't matter how talented you are if you're tired. But that's a whole nother discussion. So Kyle Fuller is a free agent. I mean, he's just out there. You don't have to trade for him. Nothing. All pro talent. And most importantly for us, that's our boy Kendall Fuller's brother. They have the same last name for a reason. They are brothers. So, hey, man, maybe Kendall Fuller hitting them up like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Talk to Ron. Talk to my boy Ron. We can get you right. And then Bears all-pro free safety Eddie Jackson went on Twitter and let the world know that he was frustrated. He put "at this point" with a facepalm emoji after Kyle Fuller got released. So he sounds fed up. Now, granted, with him, you're going to have to trade a lot for him, but this is an all-pro level free safety. And right now, one of our bigger needs is free safety. And just like Kyle Fuller, all-pro in 2018, also Pro Bowl in 2019. We're going to dive into all of that, though. Let's get it. Oh wait, the Eddie Jackson tweet has been deleted? I did not know that. That's wild. I didn't even know. Luckily, I liked it, so it's in my likes, but I didn't know that would get deleted. And wait, Justin Fields runs a 4.41 40-yard dash. That's definitely faster than what I expected. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, back to the main topic though. A lot happened between the last time I was talking and getting through that intro video. But the Washington football team signed guard/center Tyler Larson to a 1-year veteran minimum deal. So nothing major, barely even a dent in the salary cap. But again, I want to report everything. I want to be as transparent as possible. So just letting y'all know that he was signed. This is definitely a depth guy. He will be brought in to compete during training camp and all of that. Not necessarily sure if he even makes the 53-man roster. I actually doubt it, especially with him making such little money. He won't cause dead cap on the salary if he's released. So this is just a body they're bringing in to see if he has potential to add to this already pretty good interior offensive line. And of course, it's a Carolina guy. He played 68 games with Carolina since 2016. And it's crazy too, because he actually was involved in our training camp back in 2015. And then he went to Carolina, played in 68 games since 2015, and now he's here. And you know, if Ron Rivera is gonna go get some random non-household names for veteran minimum type contracts, it's gonna be Carolina guys. And speaking of Carolina guys, they also went and got another one. Linebacker David Mayo. He was most recently with the Giants. He spent his last 2 seasons there, but his first NFL team was Carolina with Ron Rivera there, so that's probably why he was on Ron Rivera's radar. And Marty Herney's. But he's only started 19 games since 2015, so this is not just a very notable signing. Even though in 2019, while he was a starter, even though he didn't start the entire season, he started most of it, but not the entire season. He wasn't just a full-blown starter. But he had a 72.9 overall grade from Pro Football Focus. He had a 90 in run defense, and then an abysmal 48 in coverage. 48.8 to be exact, so really round up to 49. I'll give him that. But either way, he's good in run defense, which is actually one of our weaknesses, because even before Kevin Pierre-Louis left, we weren't great run stoppers. John Bostic isn't very athletic. He's just not very good in general. Cole Holcomb, sideline to sideline speed, a lot of potential there, but he fills in the wrong gaps quite often. So this is a nice depth guy that at the very least can come and do that on like 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts, and stuff like that. And he'll also be a pretty good special teams guy. That's where he makes his bread and butter. That's where he's highly effective. So again, I like the fact that we are looking for some type of special team guys, because I'm pretty sure Troy Apke is not going to make the 53-man roster. He may not even make it to the summer, honestly. We'll see. But Troy Apke, at the very least, is a really good special teams guy, so it's nice that we're bringing in more guys that may be able to contribute to the actual 53-man roster, like actual defense, that aren't just straight special teams like Trey Apke will more than likely be. That way we have a player doing two things rather than just Trey Apke doing one, which is only special teams. So this is a smart signing again for extremely cheap, so it makes sense. Even though I'm pretty sure he's making less than this for us, he's coming off of a 3-year, $8.4 million contract from the Giants with an average annual salary of a little less than $3 million a year. I'm pretty sure he's making even less than that. I don't even think he's going to be a big dent on the salary cap. The Giants brought him in with hopes of him turning into a starter. We're bringing him in knowing he's basically just going to be depth, situational, run-stopping guy, special teams. Like that's what he's coming here to do. Anything else we get from that is extra, but we're not really expecting it. But that's the end of that. Let's get to this Kyle Fuller thing. I mean, like I said before the intro, all pro talent, just got released by the Bears. Cap casualty, like I was warning people for weeks. Cap casualties, guys that teams want to keep, but they just can't because they can't afford them. The Bears are not getting rid of Kyle Fuller because they feel like he's done. He's still a Pro Bowl level talent at least. One of the better corners in the NFL easily. You can argue he's better than William Jackson. I mean, he's definitely at his best during his career, has been better than William Jackson was at the best time in his career, even though William Jackson is clearly younger, so he definitely has room to grow. But who knows who's better as of right now? I'll probably put my money on Kyle Fuller, but who knows? He's coming off a not so great season last year, but again, at their best, on their best days, their best game, put them up against each other, Kyle Fuller is definitely better than William Jackson. But again, who knows who's actually better as of today moving forward. But Kyle Fuller, still Pro Bowl talent. I mean, the fact that we have to debate whether or not he's better than William Jackson just lets you know how good he still should be. Again, just a cap casualty. The Bears, I believe, saved around like $14 million by cutting them against the cap. So that makes sense. You can just go draft the guy and hope he's as good. More than likely won't be. So hopefully we can go and scoop him up, man. Go ahead, complete the secondary. Because if you get a Kyle Fuller, free safety isn't as huge of a need. And when in doubt, maybe Kendall Fuller could play some free safety. I don't love him there. But with William Jackson on one side, Kyle Fuller on the other, you don't even need a safety. To be honest, those are two lockdown corners. Both of them are better than Kendall Fuller in coverage, easily. Kendall Fuller would have to become the slot corner, which he's best at, period, anyway. Or he could try to move to free safety. But, hey, you get Kyle Fuller at outside corner alongside William Jackson, I'm perfectly fine with trying Kendall Fuller, Deshazor Everett, or Jeremy Reeves at free safety. At that point, I would love a Trey Boston or an Anthony Harris, but you get Kyle Fuller, bruh. Like I said, free safety isn't even a need like that anymore. Because they're two lockdown corners. And with our pass rush, with our front four, quarterbacks won't even have enough time to attack downfield. They wouldn't even have time to let receivers develop their routes long enough to even potentially throw deep passes. It's lockup. It's straight no-fly zone lockup, bro. For real. And like I said, when in doubt, we can try Kendall Fuller at free safety. He's straight there. I just don't love him there. And in my opinion, Deshazor Everett's more of like a strong safety, even though he's a little undersized. But he's a heavy hitter, not great in coverage. Basically sounds like a strong safety. And Jeremy Reeves is somebody we can groom, but I'm just not going to bet on him. But I'm pretty sure Ron Rivera is going to do his due diligence and at least call Kyle Fuller's agent, because there's no way you don't. There's no way Kendall Fuller hasn't already called or text Ron Rivera like, hey, my brother, all pro talent is available. And there's no way Ron Rivera, even if Kendall Fuller wasn't on our team, isn't aware of this, because he's an all pro talent corner recently, as of 2019. So I'm pretty sure Ron Rivera is at least going to call up Kyle Fuller and his agent. I'm not going to say that anything may get done, because who knows what Kyle Fuller is asking for, but you never know. Maybe he signs a cheap one-year deal to play with his brother behind the best front four in the NFL to complete potentially the best defense in the NFL, and then go and make huge money in the 2022 offseason when the salary cap starts to go back up. I think it's smart to sign a cheaper one-year prove-it deal right now and then go and get big money next offseason. So Kyle Fuller, come on, man. Legendary defense, Ryan Fitzpatrick slanging it with Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, J.D. McKissick, Antonio Gibb. Come on now, bro. This team is becoming something special for real. Please get my boy Kyle Fuller. If we get Kyle Fuller or Anthony Harris or Trey Boston, I'm extremely happy. And you get two of those three, like a Kyle Fuller and an Anthony, or a Kyle Fuller and a Trey Boston, we won free agency, period. There's no debate about it. I don't care what the Patriots did. I don't care what the Browns did. We won free agency, period. So I would love to make that happen. And again, even if you can only get a Kyle Fuller, I'm still flipping tables. I'm still doing backflips. Because we can figure out free safety after that. We'll just Kendall Fuller, go earn that $10 million a year and make yourself useful on the back end. I mean, because at that point, even though we're struggling with linebackers a little bit, we can run that nickel like we run nickel like 60% of the time or more. So 4 defensive linemen, Chase Young, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Montez Sweat with Matt Ioannidis getting rotated in. 2 linebackers, because right now that's probably our biggest weakness on the team right now. But with Cole Holcomb, John Bostic, you're straight. Not good, not great, but straight enough. Good enough to where your secondary and your defensive line can still carry us to being the best defense in the NFL. And then your secondary can be Kyle Fuller, William Jackson, outside corners. In the slot, Jimmy Moreland, Kendall Fuller, back there in free safety, Cameron Curl, probably going to end up having a Pro Bowl level season with his second year. First year starting as a full-time starter, hopefully, over Landon Collins at strong safety. And then you rotate Landon Collins in every now and then. I think that's a dominant group. Again, we run nickel 60% of the time or more. So this is a realistic base formation right here. Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, John Bostic, Cole Holcomb. I mean, I feel like we're going to go linebacker high in the draft. So John Bostic will probably come off the bench anyway. But either way, as of today, then you have Kyle Fuller, William Jackson, Jimmy Moreland, Kendall Fuller, Cameron Curl. Come on now, that's the best defense in the NFL. I don't care what nobody says, man. And even though I highly doubt it, Eddie Jackson is upset about the release with Kyle Fuller, so I don't think he's to the point where he's gonna demand a trade. Who knows? He seemed very frustrated, but ended up deleting the tweet. I'm pretty sure the Bears contacted him and told him to take it down, but like, man, I don't know what you would give up for him. All pro level talent safety, free safety at that. Big need of ours right now, but there's cheaper options in Anthony Harris. Anthony Harris may be more expensive money-wise, but you don't have to trade for him. He's a free agent. Same thing with Trey Boston. He's going to be cheaper money-wise, and you don't have to trade for him. So I just think Eddie Jackson is a pipe dream, but it's interesting to think about. It's really interesting to think about because that would give us the best secondary in the NFL. I don't care what anybody says. Again, I think it's highly unrealistic, so it's probably not even worth really talking about. But William Jackson, Kyle Fuller on the outside, Eddie Jackson, free safety, Cameron Curl, strong safety, and Kendall Fuller in the slot. That's literally the best secondary in the NFL. Like, literally, like, hands down, it's not even close. Shutting the whole league down. With the best front four in the NFL, oh yeah, it's over with. Historical defense. People would look back 10 years from now and be like, oh yeah, that's up there with the 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens, all of that, man. Terrible towels, all of that. And even better, if you think about it, even with Eddie Jackson out of the equation, you get Kyle Fuller and you just decide that Kendall Fuller is just going to play free safety and you just hand Cameron Curl the strong safety spot that he earned. You can cut Landon Collins post June 1st, get a lot of that money back, avoid dead cap, and now you definitely have enough money to extend Brandon Sheriff long term and potentially get out of this nasty $18 million 1-year franchise tag contract he's on. There's just so many benefits to this. Best defense in the NFL, secondary great enough to where you could just release Landon Collins. You don't even have to necessarily trade him. It's a win-win all over the place, man. Again, I don't think either of these are very realistic, especially Eddie Jackson, but Kyle Fuller is definitely a possibility. Definitely wouldn't say that's impossible, but definitely stay tuned, man. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on all of that. Please like this video if you liked it. If you learned anything, please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell next to the subscription button so you get a notification every time I release an informative video like this one. All of the updates for free agency, draft stuff. I'm coming out with more mock drafts. I'm coming out with film sessions on William Jackson, how he'll fit in Del Rio's defense, Curtis Samuel, how he'll fit in Scott Turner's offense, and of course I got to do some film sessions on a lot of the draft prospects that we may end up drafting. So stay tuned for all of that, and of course the live streams every Friday 8 to 10 p.m. and every Sunday for a couple of hours. 3 more mock drafts to go out of 5, all of them different types of mock drafts, so stay tuned for all of that, man. And as always, man, I really appreciate all of the support, man. All of the support. I mean, even if you're just pulling up and liking every video and live stream and sharing it to everybody so we can get more people a part of the Street Scores family, man, I really appreciate all of the support. Shouts out to everybody that donates big time, and huge shouts out to all of my sponsors, especially my Pro Bowl sponsors whose names you see scrolling on the screen right now. Really appreciate all of y'all, man. Big salute. Catch y'all later. I'm out.